Maxwell, and this is Dirty Jobs. No, I'm just
Swear to God. Get right into it.
Yep, my name is Maxwell, and shoot, what am I, 23 now? Years 2023, that's crazy.
I know, bro. What did you do for your New Year? What was going down?
To be honest, I've now that I'm like an adult, I was like, I want to experience what.
Were you not an adult before?
Well, yeah, I was, but I never went downtown on New Year's because I think COVID and all that shit, to be honest, and just like awkward timing. So this year was like the first year that I actually went downtown for New Year's and experienced it in Spokane.
That's what's up, bro. I always want to go downtown, bro, but then I'm like, once it comes down to that time, I'm like, nah.
Right, dude. That's literally us. That's why we like have so much weed here. We just like smoke all day.
It's the only way to do
We
it.
ain't trying to go to the bars.
Swear. All right, bro. Just kind of give us a little backstory on you, bro, and where you're from and everything.
Oh damn, yeah.
And maybe talk about your family, and we can get into your family and stuff as well.
Word, yeah. So shoot, I was raised in Spokane. I've lived here probably like 23 years, 22 years. I've lived in Spokane. I've lived in Bellingham for a little bit, but yeah, my family, I was raised by a single mom. So I think that's like partially why I got like a little toughness to me, you know? Cause like, yeah.
So you're a mama's boy?
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely, same here. So I hear you on that.
Big time, yeah.
I hear you.
I love my mama so much. Yeah.
Swear. Okay, kind of get into like her and like the inspiration and like how she.
Yeah. Honestly, like my mom, she just gave me a lot of great advice in life, and then also too, the main thing is like she was like a parent to me. You know, she was never like my friend, and that's actually kind of something that I really appreciate. Is because like that is what they're for, you know, like they're there to like parent. Now that we're older, we are friends, and like it's different now. But like, yeah, when I was younger, she would like treat me, you know, like I was a fucking kid, you know, and like tell me like, and you know, give me the right advice, and like she would like to say it, she beat me the right way, you know.
And I think that's what it's about, bro. Is kind of. Talk about your sisters, and how many sisters do you have?
I just have one sister.
One sister? Oh,
yeah,
tell me, I thought you had two.
Yeah, just one sister. Yeah, she's 5 years older than me. She's actually probably like my inspiration behind Cannabis, and just like a lot of like kind of what I do right now. But she's like definitely on her own wave. She like is a part of some. Service animal groups and stuff like that, and she also created her own service animal information about like just stuff about like more information to the general public about like service animals and like the proper etiquette behind them, because a lot of people abuse the power, and then that's how that shit gets taken away, you feel me, for the people that actually need it.
Bro, I got a quick story on that, bro, and this is gonna it might sound kind of stupid, bro, but like when I was at Montana State, bro, there was this one girl, and she had a service animal, bro, and one day I asked her if I could pet it, bro, and I didn't know that you couldn't pet service animals, bro. Like I had no.
The fact that you're asking permission is fucking.
No, but she let me. But she let me though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But then people came up to me afterwards and were like, "You can't do that. Like, even if she let you do that, like you're not supposed to touch another person's like."
I think if you ask the owner for permission, it's okay.
Okay.
But if they literally, some dogs will have like a thing that says like "don't pet," you know, or like, then obviously don't want to pet it. But yeah, no, that is a tricky one, to be honest, because I mean, honestly, I think if you ask the owner and you're like, "Hey, can I pet your dog?" and they're like, "Yeah, totally chill." Oh yeah.
Swear. You play chess over here? Is this you?
That man over there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Are you not? Can you play chess?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Are you a like are you an enjoy the journey type of person, or are you a destination type person?
Both. I like balance in life.
Okay.
Like, I literally, I cannot do the same thing for like a long time. It makes me go fucking nuts. Even though now I'm working at my dream job and I'm loving what I do, I'm still kind of almost getting a little tired of it because it's like repetition, same thing, different day. It's like that. I'm not trying to have that. I'm trying to like live every day like it's my weekend, you know?
I hear you on that, bro. I think that's really important, that like financial freedom aspect of like being able to do like what you want when you want. I think that's like, of course, I think that's what we all strive for, or at least the motivated ones, like,
right? Yeah, blessing myself and then the people around me.
I swear that's what it's about, bro. Okay, so before we get too far into it, I don't know if I saved it or not. I don't think I did. Okay, Malik wanted me, or he sent me a really long message about you, and he just wanted to say that basically he was just like that Max is the guy, like that. Let me see if I can just pull it up here real quick. Oh, it won't let me because I'm fucking not logged into. It was basically that he just really appreciated you, bro, and that you're somebody that like is always looking, maybe not so much, not like literally like behind you, like that they're behind you, but you're always trying to help your friends, and that you're always trying to bless them with like the correct, or at least what you, from your perspective and what you believe in, like. And I really liked that because I thought that I was like, I could definitely see Maxwell the type of person like that. Do you want Max or Maxwell? What is
I
the
like
what
Maxwell,
is the
to be honest.
okay.
I love it when people call me Maxwell because it's like that's my real name, and like, you know, I think in life too we just get caught on abbreviating stuff to make it easier.
Yeah, I hear you.
But I don't mind if people call me Max either. You know, I don't give a like.
I honestly, I think in school we called you Max, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, everybody call me Max.
I hear you on that.
No, and that's chilling, honestly. But like when a girl calls me Maxwell, that's just sexy as fuck. You know? Like, goddamn.
Bro, okay. Well, since you brought it up, bro, what type of girls are you into, bro? What do you?
Dude, I
how you
love
get down out
Latin
here, bro?
women. I ain't even gonna lie.
You like what?
Latin women. Latin women.
Oh, Latin. Oh,
yeah.
I see. He said I'm trying to give myself a little dick one out here, like.
Yeah. Oh, it's bad, dude. Gosh darn it. Yeah, no.
Are they out here though? That's the question. Like, where though? Like, where or what rock are you looking under?
Nah, to be honest, I'm not really looking. It's just, yeah, I just want somebody to treat me right. You know, I did have somebody treat me right recently this past year, and I really got like a different perspective on just like what I want in life and how I want somebody to treat me, and like, yeah, just like women in general, like even like I feel like a lot of beautiful women are very manipulative and stuff like that. A lot of like guys too are manipulative as well, you know, who are like good looking. Me and you, we can be manipulative, you know, all of us. It's crazy. But finding somebody who actually like cares about me is like what I want, you know, like somebody who actually gives a shit about me. Yeah.
That's what I think it's about, bro. Like in someone that can, I would say, bro, I need somebody that can run on that treadmill as fast, if not faster than me. Yeah. Like I need somebody that's like.
I'm gonna go the extra mile for you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get shot. I'm gonna get back up and fucking keep walking and try to figure it out. You know.
I hear you on that, bro. Okay, kind of touch on the weed, bro. Kind of what you wanted to get into, like.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, like.
Honestly, yeah, just weed is my life.
First off, what's in the joint right now?
Oh yeah, so this is some
bless them with.
La Paloma, which is a Spanish strain that I got from my boy. What is it? Why can't I remember right now? I'm blanking. I'm high from that.
It's probably better we don't have names. Like we'll keep the names.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, my boy got it from Mexico, and this was like the first time I've ever grown Spanish weed, and I never knew what Spanish weed actually like looks like, because it does grow differently, you know. And yeah, no, it's beautiful. It hits really smooth. It tastes good. And yeah, I grew it myself, so growing yourself is the best way to go.
Okay, question for you real quick before we get into that as well. Does the amount on the back, the total like it says like it's 21% or whatever that is, does that matter?
So in the state of Washington, just so people know, it doesn't matter. There's no oversight. People can write whatever they want. People do write whatever they want. It's actually an advertisement thing, in my opinion.
So there's no guidelines on it. It has to be like...
THC is like a tool, right? So it's like a measurement of like how potent the trichomes, or how potent your terpenes are, basically. Or the THCA, you know, how high you're gonna get. Oh man.
Oh no, you're good, bro. I'm getting high over here.
Right?
keep going. I'm listening though.
Yeah, so it's basically just a measurement, and like a lot of people think that like the higher the THC, the better the weed, but you're supposed to look at terpenes, you know. It's actually like the terpenes is what the flavor of the high is going to be, and the intensity of the high, you know. So yeah, and you don't really see that a lot on labels anywhere, to be honest. And if they are, then they're the real deal. They're showing that they give a fuck about it, you know, or care about what they're doing.
I feel really hurt now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I've been done getting got for the longest. Then
like, a lot of people have. What is it? Premier. They're the best weed that we have. You know, you can back that. He says, yeah. Their weed is like fucking 18%, 20%. Yeah, it's like nothing, you know. Or to most people, they're like, that's nothing. But you smoke that shit, and you're like, whoa, holy, like, whoa.
I hear you on that, bro. I'm always trying to find like that perfect, like, I don't need it to be like, I don't want the super really good weed, bro, because I feel bad because I smoke a lot of blunts. Yeah. So like, I don't want to put really, really good weed into the fucking blunt, bro, because I just feel like that's a big ass waste, bro. Like,
yeah, because you're smoking a lot.
Well, and I just feel like because bro, I will go through like an eighth a day. Like, oh yeah. Oh, bro, fucking quick. Like, oh yeah. And yeah.
Yeah, no, it's bad. Yeah, it's different when you have like a lot of connections. Like this is like my niche, you know. So luckily, I easily have an eighth a day. But
see, that's what I need to get
for the regular connoisseur, I understand. That's why this shit needs to be federal, man.
Bro, this shit. Okay, so listen to this. We were driving back from Minnesota probably a couple months ago, and we stopped in Billings, Montana, bro. Mm-hmm. Weed out that ass, bro. Taxed out that yin yang, bro. Like that shit was like, it was like $40 for like an eighth, bro. Like just like, and it was trash dog. It was dog, bro. Yeah. Dog. Like water, dog water, bro.
That's what I hear about Vegas all the time too. Vegas got some fun weed.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro.
Like, yeah. But you know, also too, so like when these states open up, there's like obviously everybody's competing the way the taxes are, like you say. So like, you know, small companies, it's hard for them to compete because they got to pay the big taxes that the big companies are paying, the same amount, and it's like they're not even growing the same amount of weed. So how's that fair? You know?
Exactly.
Makes no sense.
I was really hurt, bro. And I'm that type of person, bro. When I see that, I'm gonna say something. I was like, bro, that's expensive. Like, and I'm not one to complain about weed, bro. And it was like, it was the only dispensary for like, it was the first dispensary we'd seen because we had to go through North Dakota. Fucking, there was just a whole bunch of places that didn't have weed, bro. And then we finally got to Montana, and it was like 4 hours into Montana, and the next dispensary was like 4 hours away, in like probably Bozeman or Missoula or whatever, or it was probably Bozeman because Missoula's another 3 hours from Bozeman. But yeah, bro, I was just like, that is so crazy. How did you get into it? How did you get into like smoking weed, and then like, why did you make it your profession right now?
Yeah. It's funny you say like why did I make it like that? Because it didn't like, I didn't really make it like that. It kind of just happened in my eyes, to be honest. But other people say I do make it happen, and looking at it, I kind of do make it happen. But in my eyes, like my sister, she got really ill, and she became disabled. But mainly, she started fainting a lot actually, like when we were younger. So this was when she was like 12, 13, and she was like going to doctors and stuff, and they were like couldn't figure out what she had, and then she got like she had chronic migraines and stuff like that, and did get diagnosed with that. But they were giving her a bunch of bullshit medications and stuff like that that were giving her a bunch of side effects and messing with her body like a lot. And so I think when she was like 15 or 16, when she was in high school, one of her friends randomly was like, "Hey, you want to like smoke weed?" And my sister was like, "Sure, yeah." And so then they went out and smoked weed or whatever on one of their breaks to skip class, and it was like the first time my sister didn't get a headache in like a long time, or like it at least like dumbed down the headache like immensely. And she's like, "What the heck? Like all these people were telling me that like this stuff is bad and it's gonna treat you bad and stuff like that, but it's helping me." And so then eventually like we had some family friend who was growing some clones, and who was growing, and he gave us like 2 or 3 clones because we asked him. And I was probably like 11 or 12 at this point, and my sister was like 15, 16. And so I basically like started growing in my backyard at like 11 or 12. I just put them in the ground and like figured out how to grow it for my sister. And growing up, I didn't smoke weed until I was like, I think like 17 or 18. And I paid for my sister's acupuncture with weed, some massages with weed, and then, smoked her out for years too. And I want to like continue to smoke her out. So I've literally grown outdoors for 10 years, 11 years, and I've grown indoors for like 2 years now. Yeah. And hopefully I'll have like an I-502 by this time next year.
What is the biggest difference between weed that's grown indoor and outdoor?
Obviously quality, and just like there's like a big difference in the high too, it's like a different kind of high as well. Like outdoor weed is strong as fuck. I love outdoor weed, but indoor is a lot more controlled, so it can be a lot more potent for sure.
Okay. I've always wondered, bro. Okay, in the jars compared to the bags, like type of bag that I have over there, that compared to the jars, is there a difference?
Oh yeah, like dude. So if it's in like plastic baggies, or just like a plastic jar, you can definitely like taste the plastic. Like it will like almost seep onto the plant. And like people will say they can get like a plasticky taste when they take a hit.
Really?
Yeah, me and Tyler, we talked about that a bunch, to be honest.
I'm gonna have to. I smoke all blunts, bro, now, so it's fucking.
Bang.
It's all just fucking. Oh shit! It's all the same. But
Yeah.
I gotta think about that now, bro, because when we got a jar probably a couple days ago, bro, and I was like, damn, this weed is definitely higher than that.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I'm gonna definitely have to ask Max about that.
Yeah.
Talk about where you work at though, and kind of give you a little niche over there too. Give it a little shout out.
I work at a dispensary in Washington. It's called the Volt. And yeah, it's probably like one of the most glorified jobs, to be honest, in this generation. I feel like working at a dispensary and being a bud tender, it's sick as fuck. Like the lifestyle is amazing, and also just like the day to day too, being at a dispensary, and I don't know, people like come in seeking to get weed, most people aren't coming in to be like, oh, why am I here? You know, or like just walking into a grocery store to like get some snacks or some shit. You know, like they're like coming in usually to get something. So the interaction is very personable and it's dope.
How what is it about your job that keeps you coming back?
Oh, sick. Honestly, like the people that I work with, and like the fact that I have like a passion for this niche.
Okay.
Because honestly, most jobs I kind of have like the 6-month theory on it.
And what is your 6-month theory?
It's just like if you're not really like progressing very much in 6 months, then like why are you there? What are you doing?
Okay.
Like you're gonna find something better. Move on. Yeah.
What about the hiring process? How many applicants did you guys have your last hiring process?
Oh dang.
For your last position.
So we had over 2,000 people apply online. We had like over like I think it was like over like 47 or like 50 something from different dispensaries come in who are already working at dispensaries, try to work at my shop. And then yeah, there's probably about like I don't know, just 100 to 200 people who like just apply throughout the year.
How many viable candidates usually?
Honestly, there's like I would say like 70% of people could like do this job.
Really?
Yeah, maybe even 80%.
Okay. And why is that?
It's just like alcohol or being a bartender. You learn the drinks, you learn the things, you know, it's how does something make you feel? You know, indica is going to be sedating, or it's going to be like a happy giggly, like in the couch, or it's going to be a zone out. You know, like you learn those 3 things and then you can learn how to sell. It's like, oh, I want something uplifting, I want something happy giggly, I want something mind racy, you know, like that's for sativa. So there's like, honestly, I will say I've been into just sales, and I feel like I'm a very charismatic person, so
Okay.
like I know how to fucking sell. You feel me?
I hear you on that. Okay. I always thought being a bud tender would be a fucking dope ass job. I have that problem of like remembering all of like the weeds. Like I can smoke it. Like I can hear a song and I could like say back every word to that song.
Yeah.
But not know the title to that song. No.
Yeah.
Like
That's true.
and that is my problem with weed is like I can smoke it and I can be like in the moment I could look at that bitch 10 times and say it 10 times, and you know what, as soon as I go take that next hit, I'm finna forget. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the best part about weed, honestly. It just makes you forget about all the bullshit. You feel me?
Swear to God.
Yeah, that's what we need in life is just get on the right path. Think about the right things. Think about yourself. I think actually like the biggest reason why people don't like smoking is because they're scared of themselves. You know, because like weed is such a mental thing. You know, I get anxious, I freak out. Hell yeah, I get muscle spasms, I jitter, I get anxious too. So everybody has that, but I ain't gonna be a pussy, you know. I'm gonna battle through it, and then like the high is usually very enjoyable, or like you like think about things, you know, like why was I thinking about that so much? Like don't worry about that. Like you'll be alright, you know. So yeah, weed makes you think.
Why is it that people have? I know you kind of just touched on it a little bit. Why is it that people have a negative view? Why is it that people think that weed is bad? Like, why do people say dope first off? Like, that's like one of my biggest pet peeves is like when older people say like dope or like something. Like, why is it that like the older generation thinks that like weed is like what it is, and like we think it's what it is?
Yeah.
Like, why do you think that is?
Dang, that's crazy. Yeah, honestly, I think like the drug war and like our parents, you know, like even my grandma, she like won't even touch weed. She won't even, and I'm like, why? That doesn't even make sense. Like, because I'm upfront with it. I grow it every day, and like, I'm looking at it every day too. So it's like, it's literally like a flower, and my grandma's grown plants all of her life. So for me, I just don't understand, and it's because people put like fear, people drive fear into people, and like that's really what it is, and like fear and judgment, like, oh, you're the bad skater kid who's a stoner dude, and but now we're in a generation where you got athletes smoking, you got everybody smoking, like
And,
it's
I'm
there
being
are
outwards
NFL
about
players
it.
coming into my dispensary. I can say that. Active or was active, yes. Like as of last year. I'll tell you who too after, and you know who it is too. And then who else? Former Gonzaga player comes in. I won't get into his name, but he played professionally too. And yeah, so there's like, and then you get like old ladies who are like 80 years old who come in and like, I want that 100 milligram drink, and you're like, hell yeah, lady, let's get you this drink. You feel me? And she's like, it helps with my pain so much, and it's like, oh, I wish my grandma could have this. I wish more people could like it. So, to be honest, I feel like people are just fixed up on like it's still like not. It's still such a taboo thing, very taboo.
Great word, yeah.
We keep it under the rug still, but it's starting to make its way mainstream, and it's not gonna stop. Like, and I'm gonna be a part of the generation who hopped on the game before it started, and you can fucking clip this too.
Yeah.
In 5 to 10 years, watch this shit. Like, for real, we're not federally legal yet, but watch in like a couple years we will be. I guarantee it. Yeah, we're at 37 states legalized in some way. So it's like, if you like cannabis and like you're trying to get into this niche, like figure out a way to get into it, like for real. Whoever's like watching this, because, and like you too, like cannabis is really cool. The reason I follow it too, another reason why I got into it or why I do it, what I do, is because every time I followed cannabis, it's never done me wrong. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's never done me wrong. And I will continue to follow it. And yeah, maybe one day it will do me wrong, but, and yeah, I've gotten green down and shit before, but
It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
I always say like, I do drugs that you can do on Instagram Live. Like, people are doing drugs that you have to like be behind closed doors. Like, that's why I'm not really too like, I'm not really stressing it too much. Like,
right.
Let's kind of get into the investing, my guy. I want to know all the tricks of the trade about investing.
Oh bang,
Let me see. Oh yeah, we're good.
Honestly, just from a perspective of like a young Gen Z, that's the cool part about it, is like when you get a young Gen Z kid, graduated high school, and it's COVID time, and you isolate him, man, you're creating a genius out here. And I ain't trying to hype myself up, but I'm trying to hype myself up here. You feel me? Cause yeah, no, for real. Like, it like put a different perspective on just like just generational wealth. I will say, god dang, yeah. Like Danny Duncan says it, everybody else says it. There's a book that changed my life. I'm sure you've read it. Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, dude. Rich Dad Poor Dad. It literally like puts such a different perspective on like how to spend your money,
How you look at money, bro. It's
like literally like, I think the part that people have the most trouble with, honestly, that I think more people should talk about is like actually like working out your brain. Like, you need to honestly work out your brain. Don't go out with friends and go to the bars every single weekend. Maybe go once a month. Maybe go once every 2 months. Obviously you gotta reward yourself, and like you gotta hang out with your people and do your things, but it's like, yeah, it's training your brain to be like, yeah, you can still do the things that you like to do, but you gotta have what is it, you gotta have a little not discipline, that's the right word I'm looking for. Like you gotta sacrifice some things to have certain things, you know. You know this too. And yeah, just investing is crypto made a big wave too over the last years, you know, like in high school is when it made its way mainstream for me. So when I got out of high school, that's when I learned my lessons from crypto. So now that I'm like 20, 23, a little bit older now, and I have like a little bit of money to invest, I'm taking advantage of this opportunity because I know like history repeats itself because I've watched it time and time again, and it's gonna happen time again.
That's what that was gonna be my next question. Is crypto coming back, or what's like?
Oh yeah, we're you know, we're in like a risk of a bunch of things, to be honest. Like right now, obviously, like we're in like a little bit of our own kind of depression, I would say, but nothing that we can't bounce back from, and we are gonna bounce back from it. A little bit different from 2008 too. And also, I don't think that everybody's saying that houses are gonna drop in price, but for me personally, I actually don't believe that. I think interest rates are gonna level out and maybe go down again, but I think that prices are gonna stay about the same, maybe drop a little tiny bit, just because, like, I don't know, you've seen the grocery store, everything at the grocery store has doubled in price. It doesn't matter where you live in America, you know? We're not doubled in price, but at least gone up like almost half, you know, or half. It's crazy.
Why is it that gas is more expensive than it is in like everywhere else? Like, I feel like on the coast and shit, it's like so expensive. Here, it's expensive. It's probably like it's not as bad now. But
well, you see who we got running our country, and then obviously who's behind that too. You know, like it's not just him. So it's just like our government has a big part in oil, in my opinion. And then also too, I'm sure there's somebody big out there who owns oil too.
Making bread.
Yes,
yeah, they're making bank, bro. I heard that they're like, they're making like, I think they said they made like $8 billion or something like that last quarter or something like that for one gas like company. But they were down that last year. Or 2 years ago, whenever it was like super low, they were like losing hella money though. So they are saying that they're trying to like make up for lost profits. But I was like, that's a big amount of money that you're making in a 3 month span, like, or 2.5 months. Like,
that's an insane amount.
That's crazy, bro. Like, imagine being the CEO and like the CFO and all of that, like that.
Yeah, you build a yacht so big you gotta destroy the bridge to get through it. You feel me? You be on that way.
Okay, I don't want to get too far off, bro, but like back to like the crypto and investing.
Yeah.
What apps do you use for investing and stuff?
So obviously crypto.com. Shout out Lakers, LA.
I swear, Lakers in 5.
Yeah. Also LeBron, you crazy man, for real. But shoot, honestly, yeah, Coinbase is like the main one. I use Robinhood is probably like one of my main ones too. Just because like I used that a long time ago. It's like one of the first ones I got into. So I'm just like continuing to use it, and kind of like what I was saying to you earlier, just the user face of Robinhood is just so user friendly compared to other apps. Like Webull, like you have Webull is really good, but the user interface, it kind of makes you feel like you got to be like kind of smart, and you kind of got to like, you got to go out of your way to kind of use it, you know, and like learn things. And Robinhood is kind of like it's in front of you already. But yeah, there's like one crypto out there that I've been pushing heavy. It's Polygon. I love it. Yeah. Polygon I think is like the next wave.
Why is that? Why do you believe that?
Because I'm staking in it, which is holy shit. Yeah.
Continue. Dude. Yeah. No. I hear you.
Oh man.
My boy trying to make his money.
And it's like, dude, I don't even have that much money, and people who have money, if you aren't staking in Polygon,
I'm with Hit
get
it up
on
right
that.
now. Come on.
Yeah, Polygon it's beautiful. Like, there's a bunch of networks that are with it, that partner with it too. But the Polygon blockchain is really making waves and developing pretty quickly. And just the fact that, yeah, you can stake it, you have to go to a decentralized market or brokerage. I'm using Uphold is what it's called, I believe. Uphold is really cool, and yeah, it shows me every week how much I get back, the rewards. I strongly suggest people to just, I think even you too, like every paycheck you get or whatever money you get that's your main income, literally just put $20, $50 even. I know it doesn't sound like a lot. $100. I try to put like 100, 200 bucks in, every paycheck. And even just $100 every single paycheck, it adds up. You know what I mean? It adds up a lot. And continuing to do that for years, having a 401k, having a Roth, having a Coinbase, having a Robinhood, having, your own business, and then having, this, having that. Boom. You aren't working a 9-to-5 job and you die or you get hurt, and then what do you have to rely on? That's the worst thing that happens to like everybody. We all want that financial freedom and to feel safe, and to feel comfortable.
Well, I'm starting to believe, bro. I'm starting to think people don't want financial freedom, bro. But
it's just because they just don't understand. They're not on that wave, They get comfortable in their situation.
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
Everybody gets comfortable. I get comfortable too.
Oh no! I hear you on that, but there's certain.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't know.
I know what you mean.
I ain't gonna try to hurt nobody's feelings today. Did you see what happened on Monday Night Football?
Oh yeah.
This past, bro, what did you think about that?
Oh dang. I like how they stopped the game and like the community is like, seems like they're closer after it. Like that's what something like that should happen, And I hope that kid can one day play football again. I hope it's not like some guy came in the shop and he's like, oh, that kid, he got hit really rough and he really had a time and, he's probably never going to be able to play again. And it's like, dude, he's young.
Bro, he's
like
already.
He'll be able to get up. I know the doctors will probably be like, that shit's not smart. Obviously, it ain't smart, but when you're doing what you love, that is smart.
I agree.
Yeah.
They always say, bro, you're willing to die for it, bro, and like.
Yeah.
It was sad, bro. It was so sad when I seen that, bro. And
I unfortunately saw the video on Twitter and I'm like, oh.
Bro, and that's the problem. That is one of my, like, I hate how people share videos, bro. Like the PNB video, bro. Yeah. I hated that, bro. Like, and I always feel, and maybe I'm wrong, bro. And I'm sure somebody is gonna fact check me, bro. And I'm sure there's probably tons of videos. But I feel like it's not to be racial or anything, bro, but I always feel like it's black people, bro, that are the ones that are on camera dying, bro, like on like bleeding out and shit like that. And 100%. I never feel like it is like I don't know. I never feel like other communities, like the white community. I don't feel like they have that type of like, I don't like. I think the generation now is to like pull out a phone, bro, and like and you like I don't know, bro. Like,
yeah, no, I know what you mean. Just like honestly, like racial stuff in general is just crazy too. Just like growing up too, in Spokane. There's not a lot of black kids in Spokane, but like a lot of people would say, oh well, I grew up with a lot of black kids. So there's a lot of black people. It's like, bro, no, there's not. Like, go to fucking Georgia. Go to fucking like.
Or you can go to Seattle.
That's what I was about to say. Like, go to fucking Seattle, dog. When I went to LA, I was like, what the fuck? Holy shit! I ain't never seen so many Latinos and black people in my entire life. And I've grown up with black people too. I love black people. I love all people, to be honest. And like my best friend is Spanish too. and like learning about the Spanish community. That's probably like why I love Latin women so much. You know?
He done introduced you to a whole new beast, bro.
He
Like
did, bro.
that's
That's what I'm saying. Like it's about culture, you know, and I feel like media and that culture is taking advantage of your culture and taking advantage of other cultures, you know.
for views and likes.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Like you said, when's the last time you seen a white guy get shot?
I don't know, and I bet you I can go pull it up on YouTube, and I didn't fact check that, bro, before I said that. You just
don't see it as much, you know. I won't say that you don't see it at all, but you just definitely don't see it as much, or I personally don't see it as much, you know. And I feel like there's probably a lot of other people out there who like that too.
Bro, I hear you on that. Bro, praying for tomorrow though, bro. Tell me why I downloaded Reddit, bro. Last week for the first time.
That's a rabbit hole.
Like 3 hours worth, bro, of like just like crime scene photos and like shit like that, bro.
The Idaho murders, bro.
Yeah.
There was like a Reddit page on there where a bunch of people were like daily posting and like putting out clues and shit.
Bro, people were saying it was like the fraternities. They were saying it was like they were everything, bro. I seen everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't believe the FBI got involved in that shit.
Bro, I swear. Well, because what I think it is, bro, is because he committed a murder and then left state. And so I think at that point he is a federal fugitive or whatever they like. Yeah. That might not be the official term or whatever, but I think at that point he's a fugitive of justice. And at that point I think it goes towards the feds at that point to get involved. Like, yeah. But I don't know to be a fact.
I mean, like he murdered like kids, you know. They may only be 20 years old, but they're still kids, you know.
Bro, so sad, dog. And it's like it could be. It's like the DeMar thing, bro. It's like the tackle. Like they could be any, bro. It can happen to anybody at any time.
Yes. You always gotta stay ready because it really can happen anytime.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm big on that too. Yeah. That's kind of like why I'm pursuing what I like. Mm-hmm. Why the fuck would I want to go to a 9 to 5 that I don't like every day? I understand. People are working to work. I am working to work out of my situation.
Agreed.
You know?
That's what it should be, bro. It should be to...
Yeah. And I've worked jobs that I don't like for sure, but I'm still working to work out of my situation.
I agree. Yeah. Bro, and like... Just being humble, bro. That's something I'm trying to learn too.
Yeah,
bro.
be hella humble.
Like, yeah, bro.
Because to be honest, and bless the people around you, because like you're getting it all the time. Like for me, I work at a dispensary. I grow weed. You know, I talk to people who also grow weed, and just am around people who love weed. So I'm constantly getting free weed. So it's like I'm like just giving out free weed left and right. It's crazy, but it's a blessing too, because that's what I've always wanted, you know. I've always wanted to give people stuff, and like weed is like one of the coolest things to give out, you know. Who wouldn't want to join?
Yeah, who wouldn't want to? Yeah, exactly, bro. It's just getting expensive now too, bro. Like it's just adding up. Mm-hmm. It's probably one of my biggest habits, bro. Like, what is something that people misunderstand? Like, what's the first like impression maybe that people get, and then like maybe down the line they're like, oh, that's definitely not Max. Like,
I'm very like quiet and reserved at first, and also I think people just think that I'm just like a chilling personality, but on the inside I'm like a lot more, you know. Like I can be the funniest person in the room, I can be the most talented person in the room, and that's like without even trying. And I'm like not just saying that to be like a cocky person. Like that's just like how it is, like growing up, and like how people have reacted to me. You know, like I can literally spin a basketball on my finger. I can freaking roll a joint, roll a blunt, I rolled a 6 gram or 7 gram joint.
We're on clocks over.
Not even trying. You know, just to do, because like I was like, oh, I wonder if I could do this.
Big clocks.
You know, or like, yeah, I don't know. There's just like, again, like the basketball thing. I'm a fucking shooter. Shooter's gonna shoot. You feel me? And yeah, I was playing basketball. I was decent at basketball, and yeah, I don't know. I think people they get the wrong impression of me, and they just think that I'm just like another guy. And I wouldn't say that I'm just another guy, because most people you can fit in a box. you can't fit me in a category.
I hear you on that, bro.
I actually don't think you can fit me in a fucking category.
What NBA player do you think your game models?
Bang. Well, it can't just be one.
No, it's got to be one.
Oh, damn.
It's got to be like, that's the. Give me like, it could be like Michael Jordan or somebody, but like, give me somebody that like the people know, that like, that way the people know what type of player you are. Like,
I just want to say fucking Dame. Yeah.
Dame Dollar?
Yeah, Dame Dollar. I almost
Mr. Stepback? Like,
yeah, he's my favorite player still.
Bro.
Still to this day.
He's a problem, bro.
Yeah, right? He's a problem.
He was a problem, bro. I was at that game, bro, when he hit that step back 3, bro, against fucking Paul George, bro.
Oh, what?
Bro, yes, dog. Like, tore the whole roof down, bro. Like,
I was gonna say too. Speaking of this, me and you need to drive down and go to a Portland game.
Bro, we should.
Like, I want to do that with you. We need to put that on the fucking list. Cause Portland, yeah, I love Portland. Like, cause we don't have a Seattle team, you know. So like, Portland's our team.
Bro, when I was out in Portland, I used to work for a third party out there, bro, that works with like the Portland Trailblazers and like bringing people in to like buy season tickets and shit like that.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
And that was like my introduction to like I was never a big Trailblazers fan, bro. I was never, but like I'm a Laker fan, bro. You already know.
Oh
like,
yeah,
through
dude.
and through, bro. I'm a
dude.
Metta World Peace.
And I'm a big Laker fan too, especially with like Ezra growing up too. Like, he made me a Laker fan, and I'm like, Blazers, because you know, I think you should root for your home team. Where you're at.
I agree.
I think number one. But yeah, like you said, through and through, Lakers all the way. And I'm a LA, baby.
On, baby.
Yeah, you already know. Holy shit.
Bro, if Seattle had a team, bro, I can't say I'm gonna have like floor tickets, bro, but I'm gonna be pretty close, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna have to get a flex pass or something, dog. Like,
For real.
yeah. What are some of your pet peeves? Give me 2 pet peeves of yours. Give me one at work, and then maybe one like when like just in your regular life.
Four-way stops is like literally, bro.
Explain it. Explain
top of my
it.
fucking list, bro. Because people don't understand, yo.
I swear to God, bro. I just about
Four-way stops, bro. Okay, I understand people out there don't like roundabouts. Yeah, talk all the shit you want about a roundabout.
Roundabout's like almost right below fucking.
But at least you can keep that shit in fucking motion.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm waiting for fucking Aunt Lucy over there, taking fucking 5 minutes, you were clearly there first, okay? First off.
Yeah, like, why are you like?
You were clearly there first, you feel me? And then I go and I'm the asshole? Hell no. Hell no, I ain't about that shit. So, yeah, four-way stops, definitely one of my biggest pet peeves. I would say, like, what do people do? When people ask for, like, THC, like, I want the highest THC. Can you just, like, not go off of what everybody else says and actually, like, take time to be like, hey man, what do you think is like best about this? You know, like, actually have a fucking conversation with a human. You know, like, I feel like people just like that's the coolest part about my job is like the human interactions that you do make with people, because you have the assholes who build your character and make you get the thick skin. You have the people who, like, you know, who are in their own niches in life, you know, and then you can build the connections with, and who knows, you know, you can grow with them in some way. Or, you know, you just have the people, you know, who are just connoisseurs, who are you just everyday people that you just, you know, talk to and have good conversations with. Yeah. I think people lose sight about that.
I agree, bro. I agree. What is, you kind of already, like, I think you kind of already said it without saying it, but are you an introvert or an extrovert?
I think COVID made me love introvertedness more. Like, I definitely love being introverted, but yeah, I don't know how. I always get stuck being an extrovert. Like, I'm just like I'm just a witty person, I guess. So I just talk to a lot of people and try to put myself out there.
You lay on your front or your back when you go to sleep?
Dang.
Or are you a side person?
I'm like all around, dude.
Oh, you're just wearing.
Yeah, literally.
My boy living
And
life
I'll
over
literally,
here.
who knows, I'll sleep anytime, anywhere. Yeah.
Really? Where's the best place to sleep in here?
Ooh, I'm a couch person for
Really?
sure. I love the game room.
Really?
Yeah, I'd be sleeping in there all the time. Yeah. And just like, yeah, that's a cool part about my life too. Is like being able to do what I want whenever I want. My schedule too, like, is pretty laid back. You know, like I still work 30 hours a week. You know, sometimes 40, sometimes part-time if I want to.
Swear.
It really just depends, you know, and as long as I'm paying rent and able to buy food, what else? Like, you see this, like I have everything I want, and like especially over the last year, I literally have like almost 3/4 of the things that I want. There's only like a couple more things that I want in my life that I feel like I really want, and then everything else, like I don't really want things, you know, like other than I want to like bless people. I want to improve my life. Like, yeah, like I want to fucking travel to Bali, travel to fucking go to Dubai, and go to Thailand is definitely top of my list. Thailand 2023 maybe. Oh shit.
He just needs a little Latino right next to him, like. Okay, real quick before I get off this topic, I want everybody that is watching this to look up "Mansion Party" from Pablo Skywalking, and that song describes Maxwell's crib. Okay, Pablo Skywalking, "Mansion Party." That's this crib right here.
Dang.
That's a banger. I'll have to play that after this. That way we don't catch no copyright claims. Give me some books that you be reading, bro, or some movies that you've seen.
Oh yeah, dang. Recently I just been going back to the classics. Home Alone 1.
Come on, baby.
Home Alone 2.
Swear.
I've definitely been watching Benchwarmers was another fucking classic that I watched recently. I want to watch the Lord of the Rings. That's the next one I'm gonna get on. And then I've been watching Flash as well too a lot recently.
Flash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are probably the ones that I've been watching. Reading wise, I'm reading 48 Laws of Power.
That's a good
that one's alright. Yeah, it's a good book.
That whole like series that they have of those like type of
Again, working out the brain, that mental difference in perspective of like, you know, master manipulation, but you can do it in an evil way or you can do it in a good way. You know?
Well, I don't think those types of books are like made to be for evil. I think they're supposed to be made for like business people, but then I agree with you. People use those like
it's like people get it twisted, you know, yeah. And just like people misinterpret things too, you know, and I can definitely see how people can misinterpret that book, you know.
What are your thoughts, bro, on Andrew Tate?
Oh dang. Shoot.
Take it easy too, bro. Don't get us canceled out here, bro. Like,
right? My roommates know too. I'm not the biggest fan of Andrew Tate, but I also because he's just like a controversial person. It's also like, who the fuck are you, you know? And then like, yeah, like what good are you doing for your community right now, you know? And like, what are you doing personally that you could say the same thing for fucking me though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You feel me? But and that's the thing about me too, is I'm always gonna admit that shit, you know. I'm always gonna call myself out too. But I think like Andrew Tate, he's just another like, you know, fab. It's just like another like fucking
fab?
Yeah, fab
Okay.
in a way.
I just want to make sure I heard that correctly.
Yeah, it's just like Island Boys and like Conor McGregor.
They're clickbait, bro.
A fucking literally, he's clickbait. Yeah, and it's like, okay, Andrew Tate, you're gonna be cool and relevant for maybe 5, maybe 10 years. Fuck it, yeah, I'll give you that. But let's see in 20, 30, 40, 50 years, are you a legacy kind of person? Hell no.
You either like him or
think
you
so.
don't, bro. There's no
Yeah.
like you either fucking with bro or you're
Yeah,
not fucking
right?
with them at all.
Nah,
Like there's
yeah.
no like you're either
That's facts, actually. Though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I heard about him through some females, bro. I had two females tell me about him like probably like maybe 10 months ago, bro. And I was like, who the fuck is this Andrew Tate dude? Like, and then I did some research and I can see he has that like that alpha male, like that old school alpha male, like I could see like he wants to take care of like his wife and shit. He's like, I don't want her working, all that shit. I mean, I could see like those old school principles, but bro, I just feel like in the day and age that we live in, bro, like
there's this perspective I have too that's crazy. So my roommate, one of them, and just like other people in life, they're all always talking about waking up the lions, waking up the wolves, waking up the people, and like I feel like that's what Andrew Tate, what he's doing, is like he's one of those people who's trying to wake up the kings, wake up the lions, wake up the wolves, wake up those people, and like for me personally, I'm just like, the reason people don't like him is because it's like, shut up, because it's like, you don't need to be saying that stuff that we already know, bro.
Yes.
Like, you just saying that is making yourself look dumb.
Yep.
It's like,
You look
this is why
egotistical.
I know every guy that's watching, I know, has thought of some fucked up or sexist shit of some females while a female is in a room and you don't say shit because a female's in a room.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like the same thing with like, I want to talk about this controversy too. It's like white people and the N-word. Well, so many white people say the N-word, but they don't want to, they'll never say it in front of black people, and I find that so interesting, like, why is that? It's kind of fucked up, to be honest. And it's like also too, like, it's become a generational thing too, that's like our generation, like, what the fuck is that? Like, because like most people use it as a greeting. Older people, that's not fucking okay, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like people that I grew up with, it's like, what's good with you? It's a respect thing, you feel me? So there's so many different perspectives with it. It's crazy,
Yeah, such as
I think about shit like that all the time, So that's a controversy I feel like a lot more people should talk about, but people are too pussy to talk about it, or just like, don't talk about it.
Bro, I agree. I always say what is known doesn't have to be said.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people can see you're that nigga when you're that nigga.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
or when you're that dude. Sorry,
Yeah. See, yeah.
But like, people know. Everybody knows. Like,
yeah.
When I always say when your nuts hang low, like they're beating on shit.
Yeah.
Like people can see it. Like,
yeah, that's for real.
Yeah. I want to go back real quick on one thing, bro. Did you see Skip Bayless's tweet off after that DeMar fucking?
Yeah, the insensitive ass one.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. What did you think about that? And then I was reading a lot of comments, bro. I've been doing a lot of, because I felt like it was insensitive, bro. I knew as soon as that shit happened, bro, I knew they were not going back out there to play it, because I knew, bro, and I told my girl this. I turned to my
this
girl.
Is preposterous that they're playing.
Yeah, there's no. I turned and
canceling.
Like, as somebody, I mean, I only played in high school, bro. I am a nobody, bro.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to the football realm and shit, bro. But even when, like, bro, we're not playing, bro, until I know that my guy is good. Until I know that dude is like fucking alive. And, like, you got me fucked up. Like, we might not even play this week. Like, you got
I do have a crazy story. When I was younger, before I went to LC, actually, I was like the water boy for the football team. And this is like when I was young. And my sister, because we were 5 years apart, she was an athletic trainer. But this kid, he snapped his leg, like his, I don't even know, what's this leg called, but he snapped that shit in half. Yeah, his shin in half, and like the bone was sticking out. And like, I remember like the ambulance came, and it came on the field and shit, and like my sister and a bunch of athletic trainers were on him, and they like wrapped up his leg and made sure it was all good. And then like the ambulance got him, and then they left and they continued the game and stuff like that. But that's not like, that guy literally like died, and they were doing CPR on the field, right? Yeah.
Bro, back to Skip Bayless though. Before we get too far off of that, bro, what did you think about the tweet and like?
Yeah, no, hella insensitive. Yeah, and he's an attention seeker for sure. Like, you don't say something like that if you're not seeking attention. And you know, any logical guy knows what insensitive is, even if you're an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's why I think he said it the way he did. That way that he preferenced. He's a really smart dude, bro. He's a professional. He fucking creates these monologues all day, bro. And he fucking is just really good at it, bro. And I think that he just layered it so that way he could have that caveat of where he can hit you with that pivot, bro. I did say that it was fucking like it is sad, bro, that he's on the fucking, but like, what are we gonna do? Like, bro, I just feel like in the moment, bro, and especially for somebody, bro, that has Shannon Sharp, bro, who is in the Hall of Fame, bro, and I don't know if you've seen the comments that he made about Shannon Sharp a couple days ago, bro, or probably last week, but he said that Shannon Sharp's career was nothing, and that like he was a nobody, and that Tom Brady was like way better than that. Tom Brady played 10 more years than him, and so that makes him that means that he didn't take care of his body. But they were like, I thought Shannon was about to reach over and like fucking.
It's
put
like
the mitts
if you
on
don't,
him.
what does your mama say? If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. Simple as that, you know. Like we know these things, Skip. We know.
Come on,
man. It's like you know, we know the big man can't move very well, but you don't gotta say that to him.
Exactly,
you know?
bro.
Or you can say it to him, but say it to him in a nice way. You don't gotta be like backhanded with it. God. And there's a right time and right place. That was not the right time. You feel me? He said that probably like right after.
Right after, bro.
It was like 2 hours after. Or
it got like over like 200 million views, bro, in like 2 hours, bro. Like in like all of his other ones get like
200
a
million
million
views. That is over a third or 2/3 of America.
Bro, fucking.
Wow.
I don't know, bro. Fucking. There was hella people.
That's insane.
There was hella people. I'll pull
even
it
if
up
it's
right
like
now.
half of America or like even like 1/4 of America, that's fucking insane. That is, nah, dude. Skip be wildin'. Shout out Reggie Miller though.
Bro, I'm gonna pull it up later. We'll find out. I'm sure somebody will correct me. Give me your. I know you're not maybe someone that is probably like a 5-year plan person, but like maybe give me like a maybe. I mean, I know you probably do have a 5-year plan, but like give me maybe like a 6-month like maybe a couple things that you want to do to kick your 2023 off.
Yeah. You know, I want to work on like my physical health this year. Like actually work on my physical body and like try to eat better and eat more too and not like care more as much about that. Because I just think that like over the years I just kind of like not really caring about that and just kind of like starved myself and not treated myself right. I think like we're all just scared of the unknown. We all don't know how to cook, but we know how to cook, you know, if we just did it. We just choose not to do it.
People know how to read, bro. Like,
people know how to read. You just don't read books, you know? Yeah, so it's the same thing with food. That's a big one for me. Is like I want to physically get bigger because I've always been the small guy. I hate being the small guy. You know, like that's probably like one insecurity that I have about myself that a lot of people just have, I know in general too. It's just like physically I've always been like proud and I love my body and I know I'm a sexy motherfucker, but like, you know, like I want to be a little bit bigger, you know. We all want
I hear you, bro.
Yeah. Well, I want to look a little sexy, you know.
My nigga's trying to go Greek god over here. Like,